And welcome back. We are backstage with a very special guest. Clara Beck is a library student and the host of an upcoming workshop, Having Fun Isn't Hard When You Have a Library Card. Welcome, Clara.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. So how's your GeekGirlCon going?
It's really good. I don't get out that much because, I have this thing, but it's a lot of fun. Very accessible. A lot of places to sit down and elevators. It's just so much fun, though.
Awesome. Oh, glad to hear. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm originally from Michigan, born and raised. Let me think. I moved out here about a year ago to go to University of Washington for the library science degree. UW is, I think it's second or third best in the country. It changes depending on the ratings. But it is so good to move out here. Far less mosquitoes than Michigan. So I like the weather better. It's like 30 degrees warmer in the winter.
That's true. If you can deal with the rain, the temperatures are pretty moderate.
I don't mind the rain.
Nice.
I don't love being caught with my hair, in it. But if I have an umbrella or a raincoat, it's totally fine.
Oh, right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so you have a workshop coming up.
Yeah.
You also have a panel. Tell us a little bit about both of those.
Okay, so the workshop is Having Fun Isn't Hard When You've Got a Library Card. That old Arthur song. If you're like me, you watched Arthur as a kid. And we just kind of took that jingle. And so it's going to teach you a lot of things you can do with a library card, a lot of things you wouldn't expect. What you can do with your library card, how you can get a library card, how you can check out books without being in person. And then we're going to have, play a fun game at the end, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Ooh.
And our panel, librarians and library students recommend your next sci-fi fantasy read. It's genre and gender benders. We all tried to find fantasy and queer coded books as much as we could.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
It is going to be so much fun. I had a lot of fun finding my picks for it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of folks can't go to the panel who are watching on stream. Would you mind giving us some spoilers?
Okay, so I want to say there's 5 of us doing it, and we all have different tastes in books, and we all, read more or less. I read a lot of fan fiction because it's just easy to, grab on my phone. So 3 of mine are fan fiction.
Okay.
And some of them, I read when I was younger, so there's a lot of, a big jump from YA to adult. So there's something for everybody. I think we might be posting it somewhere.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
I don't know for sure.
Okay.
I'm not in charge of that.
Yeah, no worries. We'll take a look and we'll try to put it in our Twitch stream.
Yeah.
So that people can access that afterwards.
Perfect.
Awesome. So I'm really excited to talk to you because I am a chronic underuser of my library card.
Honestly, so am I. And that's so hard to admit as a library science student. But, when I can mostly go to the libraries on campus. So, my library card is my student ID. Mm-hmm. So I'm mostly, checking out articles online. I'm, doing homework when I could be going to the library, which is, I love being a grad student, but it doesn't give me much time to explore what you're actually going to be doing in a year.
That's fair. That's fair. Do you remember how old you were when you got your first library card?
Okay, so my hometown is, tiny. No stoplights. I think I was in middle school when we got our actual library.
Oh, wow.
So for the longest time, I didn't know you didn't have to pay for a library card because our closest library was out of our county.
Okay.
So we always had to pay $30 to get one.
Oh.
I loved that library, the East Lansing Library in Michigan. But I remember the first day it opened, I walked myself half a mile, down a busy street to go to that library on its opening day.
That's amazing. How cool. So I want to ask you a couple of basic questions. Okay. So how do you get a library card? Is it something that you can get online? How old do you have to be? It sounds like it's free if it's in your county.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about
So
the
as long
process.
as you're a resident and you can prove that with some sort of mail ID something, you can get a library card for free. I think if you need to go out of county, it's usually only $30. So it's not the most affordable, but it's not totally out of bounds.
Gotcha.
You have to be 18, but if you're under 18, you can get one. You just have to have a parent or guardian or somebody present.
Awesome.
There was another question.
I don't remember.
Okay.
But I do have another follow-up question, and this one may be slightly personal.
Okay.
If you got your library card, say, 10-ish years ago, and you haven't used it since?
I think you have to renew it every year.
Every year, okay.
And you can get, I remember the other question, you can get them online.
Oh, great, okay.
And you can start checking out books online. If you go to the library in person, they'll probably give you a physical card if you ask for one, but you can get them online because in our library panel we talk about, you can check out a lot of books online, a lot of audiobooks, ebooks. that sort of thing. Very
Awesome.
accessible, especially if you can't get out very often.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. And what are some things about a library that people may not know?
You can check out like so many different things. I've heard of libraries where you can check out like cake pans and like leaf blowers and like power washers. I don't know where they are specifically, but I've seen like BuzzFeed articles. Honestly, I love BuzzFeed. So like they have articles on libraries, like libraries that are in the year like 2032 or 3022.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's usually classes on different things. Like depending on how old you are, there's like classes for older people on how to use the internet more. Classes for people on like how to access data and stuff like that. There are, especially public libraries, there are so much that even I don't even know all of it.
Yeah, I was blown away just recently that I could get audiobooks.
Oh,
I had no
yeah.
idea I could get cake pans.
I think you can get like video games, movies.
Oh, no way.
Especially now, after maybe not after COVID, but like post shutdown and whatnot, and when things were moving, there was a big shift to online. So a lot of libraries are opening up more and more things that can be done when you not having to be there specifically.
Oh, awesome. That's so cool. All right. My last question for you. What are you looking forward to the most about being a librarian?
Oh my goodness, I love this question. So I love college, like being in college, university. I get to learn so much, and honestly, if I could be a perpetual student for the rest of my life, I would. So being a librarian, I want to work in a college or university where I do get to be a little bit of a perpetual student, and I can't wait to help like little undergrads. Oh my gosh, that was just me like 2 years ago, so I shouldn't be saying that. But like help them with their research. I had so much fun doing research when I was an undergrad, and I had some librarians that helped me so much. And I went to like a really small school, so there weren't many librarians. But it was, such a good place to be, such a good place to hang out, just, very helpful people. And so I can't wait to help other people like I was helped.
That's amazing. I love that so much. Well, thank you so much for being here, Clara. I think we all learned a lot from you today.
I hope I could help.
If you are at GeekGirlCon, please make sure to make to both the workshop and the panel. It's going to be a great time. Coming up next on the live stream, we have lightsabers. Do you like Star Wars?
I've never seen it. Oh my gosh.
We'll cut that out in post. Don't worry.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
And if you see me, feel free to come up and say hi. I'm very friendly, I promise.
Awesome. So a little bit about the lightsabers before we cut. So the Camino Temple presents Hold and Release, a Star Wars story. When an encounter with a Sith Lord unlocks a Jedi Padawan's latent gift of psychometry, a Padawan must contend with the turbulent Force echoes of a war long past and confront their own grief at losing their master. Sounds like lots of drama.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun. It makes me want to get into Star Wars.
Right? Seriously, it's going to be a blast.
I need to spend like a weekend and just like binge watch all of them.
I think that's a good idea. Can I come?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We'll
Awesome.
get pizza, drinks.
Love this. All right, y'all. Well, I got to go do that. At 12:10, we're back here backstage with Valerie Vintavega of The Real Nerds of Comedy. We're going to go watch Star Wars. So, yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, Clara.
Thank you so much.